All right, this next guy, he's been coming here for a while. He's the first guy to ever like the band enough to wear a U2 t-shirt. Please give it up for Zook.
Thanks, Tommy. You know what, speaking of bands, you know what? Screw the Beatles. I know everybody's been thinking of it. Are you allowed to say screw the Beatles? I know I just insulted Sean's favorite band here. You don't want to insult the bartender. Where'd he go? But that's like kind of like calling the Pope the F word, saying screw the Beatles. It's like, what is it, John, Paul, George, and who was that guy with the big nose, that guy, the drummer guy that really lucked out? John, Paul, George, and Ringworm. I'm telling you, that guy, I mean, talk about winning the lottery. And you know, I think it was kind of cool when John Lennon was singing about the walrus. You remember the walrus? But then we got George Harrison singing about the cow. Something in the way she moves attracts me like no other udder. Valentine's Day was hell. I bought her a new cowbell. So, the thing that I really hate is getting on an airplane these days. Going to the airport, you know, it's like, what is this, a lost chapter of Dante's Inferno? The seventh plane of hell? And I can't do that like app thing. You know, it's like, I'm gonna get e-tickets here and I'm gonna pre-board and everything. I can't do any of that, so I have to go to the kiosk and plead my case with the lady who's like, her face looks like a slapped ass, and she has the courtesy and the customer service skills of the Gestapo. And there I am, and of course I have like 2 minutes to go, right? So I'm trying to be like the last one on the plane, you know, because why do these people want to go running in there so they can go sit on the cactus and get sardined in there? So I'm waiting, I'm going down the tunnel. Were we just talking about the death penalty? Because I'll tell you what, getting onto that sewer jet, I feel like Ted Bundy on his way to the chair. It's like, officer, I think I gotta go back to my cell. Get going, Bundy, get going! And then you got the captain. He's got this cheesy smile on his face. It's real thin. And I'm kind of trying to like rubberneck to see what he's texting. And after he read the flight plan, you know what the guy's doing? He's doubling his life insurance policy. But that's not that bad compared to, I'm looking into the cockpit. There's the co-pilot. You know what he's doing? He's double checking the ripcord on his parachute. And I have to go all the way back to the back of the plane, right? Of course I get perp walked past the bourgeoisie, the first class, right? And I'm wearing my potato sack, and they got all their free martinis with all the olives and the shrimp and everything. It's like, ooh, they're kind of scooting away from the have-not, me. And like I said, I'm always the last one onto the plane, and I can see my seat, my electric chair, really. I'm seat B, of course. You got A here, and you got C here. On seat A, we have Queen Latifah, and on C, we have Jabba the Hutt. Queen Latifah's jamming. Jabba the Hutt is pounding in those frogs, you know, the live bucket of frogs going boop, 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 boop. That's about how it sounds. And I have to figure out how I'm going to wedge myself in between the two of them, because they've kind of split up my seat, kind of like Hitler and Stalin in World War II, splitting up Poland. All right, you got free History Channel with your Netflix there. All right, thank you, sir. So when I got to figure out how to kind of get into the seat, excuse me, can I, do a suicide plunge into the seat? So I kind of, I put my foot up on the rail on the edge on the other side. And then I'm like, I kind of put an ass cheek up on the guy's like headrest in front of me. Oh, he loves that. So then I make like my triple plunge. I do like an endo, like it's some kind of like Olympic, pommel horse thing, like Mary Lou Retton or Bruce Jenner. I can't believe I said Bruce Jenner. I apologize. So I finally get in to my seat. My head is like at 30,000 feet. My feet are like 40,000 feet. And then along comes the stewardess guy. He's like, sir, we're about to start our dinner service. It's like, dinner service? Can't you see I'm here suffering? Would you like some nuts? No, you know what I'd actually like is for the captain to finally drop that air thing so I can get a gasp of fresh air. Oh, and by the way, if you happen to see the co-pilot, can you ask him? I'd like to borrow his parachute. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening to me. This is no social crisis. Just another tricky day for you. Thank you. Thank you, Tommy.
Oh, Captain, like Captain, don't do anything rash.